Welcome to Healthy Living Today with your amazing healthy host, Josh Glover.
Thank you. Today on Healthy Living, we are going to have a very sad guest with us, Jake Piercy. But first of all, how are you guys doing? I'm having a very healthy day today. Jake Piercy, come on down.
Hi, I'm Jake Piercy, and I'm 28 years old, and recently I've been addicted to LSD, and it's very, very hard for me because most of the time I don't know what's going on.
About how many times do you do LSD in a day?
Well, I don't know. Usually you do it once and it keeps you for a long, long time. But I've been close to overdosing a couple of times.
That must be scary.
Very scary.
So, when you do this drug, does it affect you in any way?
Oh, yes. It has some short time, temporary kind of effects, and then it has longer effects.
Correct that LSD is a hallucinogen?
Yeah, it is a hallucinogen.
Yeah. Can you expand on that? Explain?
You know, I'm not really sure what a hallucinogen is. It just, all I know is it makes you hallucinate.
Well, I'll have to explain. A hallucinogen is a drug that's very easy to overdose on, like all the other drugs. But it also, like you said, makes you hallucinate, makes you see different things, and make you react to things different. Also, like certain kinds of mushrooms. I've heard that, like in your early life, if you've had a bad early life, that can relate to drugs. Can you tell us about your early life?
Oh yeah, well, I did have a bad childhood, you know. I was raised in the ghetto and I had a bad neighborhood and lots of people around me were doing drugs. I thought it was going to be okay.
I see. Well, that's a very big factor in people doing drugs is peer
People around
pressure
me.
and people around you, stuff like that.
You know, it's very hard for me not to try. I must admit, I was underage drinking when I was young. I was doing many illegal things, smoking illegal drugs. I was a bad kid in a bad town.
I see. I heard that your mom was a drinker.
Oh yeah, she was very bad, drinking, doing drugs. Even when she was pregnant with me. I wish she hadn't, because I have this thing called FAS. It stands for fetal alcohol syndrome. And what happened to me now is I have a birth defect. I have two heads, and some people, they're scared of me and they run away, but they don't really know me. They just are scared because they think I'm some kind of freak.
Well, I heard that you've been caught drinking and driving twice, so $300 fine and 14-day jail sentence.
Exactly. See, I've always been a drinker when I was young, but I've recently picked it up a lot in the last 2 months. Well, it's just because life's so hard for me with my extra head and people are making fun of me. I have to ease the pain somehow. So I resorted to drinking, and eventually I drive later that night. Cops caught me once in the past month and pulled me over, gave me a $300 fine, and gave me a warning. Next time, which was just a couple days ago actually, this Sunday, I was caught, and, well, they said that I was going to be in jail for 14 days, and there's another $300 fine.
Wow. I heard that you've been caught drinking and driving twice, so $300 fine and 14-day jail sentence.
Exactly. See, I've always been a drinker when I was young, but I've recently picked it up a lot in the last 2 months. Well, it's just because life's so hard for me with my extra head and people are making fun of me. I have to ease the pain somehow. So I resorted to drinking, and eventually I drive later that night. Cops caught me once in the past month and pulled me over, gave me a $300 fine, and gave me a warning. Next time, which was just a couple days ago actually, this Sunday, I was caught, and Well, they said that I was going to be in jail for 14 days, and there's another $300 fine.
Wow, so much for coming on my show today. It was real fun having you, and I hope to see you in the long run.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It was a great experience, and I feel like just talking about it made it a whole lot better. Thank you.
Well, see you later.
Bye.
So, next on our show is a kid named Chris. He's about 13, and he's a huge alcoholic. Chris. Hello, how are you today, Chris?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So, let me hear about your story in your life.
Well, as most people know, I'm an alcoholic. I usually spend most of my day drinking vodka, beer, every type of alcohol out there.
Yep. Well, about how many glasses of vodka did you get there today?
I'd say I usually drink one every hour.
Every hour? Wow, that's a lot.
Don't even ask me about beer.
Oh. So, Chris, I know that alcohol is a depressant, so it doesn't lighten your day or anything. Do you notice any other side effects to your drinking?
Well, yeah, I feel very not myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, usually, well, I'm not old enough to get into a bar, but it usually results in sometimes bar fights.
Mm-hmm.
And another side effect is in the morning
Oh.
when you get the hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any relationships in your life?
That's hard to say. Well, a couple of them were relationships, and a couple of them were just like kind of like a one-time thing, because a lot of the girls I've met, they've left me because I drink a lot and I'm always drunk.
So, the drinking, does that affect your school life?
Yes, very much. My teachers always say, because I'm always late for school, sometimes I don't even go because my hangover is so bad. Like, sometimes I don't even know where I am in the morning. And, yeah, so I average about a day, 2 days a week.
Wow. Alright, so, have you ever had a career that you would like to succeed to?
Yeah, when I didn't drink so much, I really wanted to go into engineering and learn all about it.
Whoa, that's a pretty good path, eh?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to stop drinking?
No, I haven't. Pretty much the only thing I do now. I just drink.
Drink?
Drink and drink.
Behind the scenes.
Well, thank you for watching the show, Healthy Living with Josh Glover. It's been an interesting show. Alcoholics, drug abusers. It's been weird. Next time on our show, one kid, 4 legs, and body cancer. Very sad story. Thank you.